The beginning of 4 summer camps kick off.
Plus, volunteer opportunities available for students and community groups. Stay tuned. TrojanVision Nightly News starts now.
From the high-definition digital production center on the Troy campus, with news from Troy University locations around the world, this is Troy TrojanVision Nightly News.
Hello and welcome to Troy TrojanVision Nightly News for July 7th, 2014. I'm Amanda Langley.
And I'm Jamarlo Phillips. Thank you for joining us this evening. Troy University's Department of Theater and Dance presents its annual Summer Spotlight Series in July of each year for young people looking to grow and develop their interests and talents in the arts. This week starts off the Summer Spotlight on Dance Camp. Troy University's Department of Theater and Dance is putting students' dance skills to the test as they start off their 3rd annual Summer Spotlight on Dance Camp.
This week is our Spotlight on Dance Camp, and it's part of our Summer Spotlight series. This camp is a look into the world of dance and communication through movement and creative dance and, communicating with our bodies.
This is week 1, Summer Spotlight on Dance, and this is the 3rd year that we've had the dance portion. We've had the theater and the performance intensive for a couple, more years, but this is the 3rd year on dance.
The dancing camp staff say they are pleased and excited with the increasing number of students each year.
It's gotten bigger every year, so we're at a good number right now. We don't like for it to be too big because you don't want too many people in one space, but we're at the perfect number now.
It's growing. There's a lot of kids this year, like 19 or 20, and we have 3 boys this year, so and this is day 1, so they're really excited and have a lot of energy, but we're excited as well.
With this being the 3rd year the camp is offered, there has been a few slight changes in the program.
They start off the day with a warm-up, and then they go into modern and contemporary. Then they do improv, which is creative building. They get to kind of bring their ideas to the table. And then after lunch, they do jazz and musical theater, as well as drama, and then finish off the day with a little hip-hop. And then they go into some rehearsals for their showcase at the end of the week.
We have more guest artists this year. We've increased the number of guest artists every year. So it's exciting to get to bring in people from outside of Troy to sort of share with the students, with the kids, but also the Troy students get to learn from them, and the Troy faculty get to learn from their teaching style. So that's one of the perks of doing it this way.
On July 14th through July 19th, children between the ages of 4 through 13 will be able to attend the Creative Drama Camp, which will study acting, movement, storytelling, stagecrafts, and playwriting.
Also, fall semester starts on August 13th, but before the first class starts, the new students have to come and move into new rooms that they will call for home for at least their first year. Mitchell Spoon showed us a way community can get involved in helping with their transition.
Moving is rarely an easy task. Getting all of your stuff from one place to another is usually a bit of a chore. Well, Troy University's housing office is looking for volunteers to make the process of moving into the dorms easier for students in the fall.
Move-in weekend is very important to our students and our parents. It's the first opportunity they have to actually know what it's like to be a Trojan. So the opportunity to come and help these parents and students move in, I think actually the parents appreciate it more than the students do, though.
Burke says that meeting friendly, helpful faces can ease the transition to a new home.
People that are new to Troy, this can be a very frightening experience. They're coming away from home for the very first time. It's stressful for the parents. They're having to let go of their student. It's stressful to the student because they're having to leave that familiar home and the way of doing things. And so having people there to greet them, talk to them, reassure them, hey, it's going to be okay.
Burke says these volunteers can also act as a bit of a tour guide, giving the new students important information about Troy.
A lot of times students and parents will have questions about Troy, about where to go to eat, what would you recommend, how to get to a class even. And so returning students and other groups around town, they can provide them with lots of useful information and make them feel welcome here at Troy.
Although Burke says one of the most important parts of the move-in help is just having someone to help carry the stuff.
Well, oftentimes students, it may come by themselves, or they may only have a mother or grandmother that comes with them. So, carrying in all these boxes and all can be, hard on them. And having that, especially guys, to come and help carry in heavy things, it makes it go so much quicker and smoother.
Mitchell Spoon, Troy, TrojanVision News.
Individual students or student and community groups can volunteer to help with the move-in. To volunteer, you can call the housing office at 670-3346 or email Burks at sburks@troy.edu. Anyone who registers before July 15th will receive a move-in day t-shirt.
And now taking a look at news from around the state. In Birmingham, authorities say the Donaldson Correctional Facility accounts for 14% of more than $20 million in overtime paid to prison guards and workers last year. Correction officials say the prison system uses overtime to bolster chronic staffing shortages throughout the facility.
And in Coleman, authorities are investigating how a jet ski crashed into a dock on North Alabama Lake, killing a woman on the watercraft. Alabama Marine Police say the wreck happened about at 12:30 yesterday morning in the Sulphur Springs Slough portion of Smith Lake in Coleman County.
And coming out of Montgomery, Governor Robert Bentley was scheduled to sign an executive order honoring members of the state's Army and Air National Guards. Bentley signed the order creating the Alabama Honor Guard ribbon earlier today in the Old House Chamber of the state capitol.